Hello, everyone. My name is Prithvi Prasad, and today's presentation is inspired by the great book, The Goal, by Dr. Eliyahu Goldratt. This book explores how organizations can achieve continuous improvement by identifying and managing bottlenecks. Now, in this session, I will be talking about three fascinating company case studies from the interviews in the book that are utilizing the theory of constraint, commonly known as TOC. So, first, we have General Motors or GM, who is one of the world's leading automotive manufacturers, known for its innovative production processes and large scale operations. Now, for this case, we focus on the GM's Cadillac Detroit Hamtramck assembly plant. This plant had been underperforming and struggling to meet its production targets for over a year. And it is a very serious issue for a company that prides itself on operational excellence. Hence, GM's leadership needed a new approach to address the bottlenecks in their operations and as well as ensure smooth, efficient production. So, the Cadillac Detroit Hamtramck plant was plagued by inefficiencies and consistently failed to meet its production targets for over a year. Uh, 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 Management and employees were growing extremely frustrated as traditional fixes such as adding more workers or running extra shifts failed to make any difference here. So the core here issue is that they couldn't identify the bottlenecks at all, like where the production delays were actually happening. Nobody could find out. Now, this resulted in inefficient production flow and frequent disruptions, which hindered their overall productivity. Now, to solve this, GM turned to the theory of constraints TOC. The team used TOC tools to analyze the production system in a systematic manner. Now, instead of trying to optimize individual processes, they focused on maximizing the throughput for the entire plant. Now, this was done by careful data collection and reviews, and which helped them to discover a major bottleneck, which is just 20 feet from the main office. Now, this particular bottleneck was addressed by prioritizing resources and streamlining the workflow, ensuring the focus remained mainly on the constraint that mattered the most. Now, the results were impressive. Like GM's plant achieved a 15% increase in productivity by reducing downtime and focusing on the identified bottlenecks. Through this process, they also established a continuous improvement mindset, that is, where the employees proactively identified and resolved constraints. This success at the plant not only improved operations locally, but also set an example for all the other GM facilities, providing how, proving them how powerful TOC can be when applied efficiently. Next, we move to Security Federal Bank, a regional financial services provider. Now, unlike manufacturing, applying TOC principles to banking sector was very unconventional. The CEO here believed that the TOC structured approach could improve loan processing, which was one of their key operational issues. So, by treating loans, he believed that by treating loans like a product in a production line, the team would be able to identify bottlenecks and streamline processes to better serve customers. So, the problem. At SFB, the primary problem was the lengthy loan approval processes, which took up to 14 days. Now, this frustrated customers and led to frequent complaints. Internally, there was also resistance to change, as in the employees, especially from the compliance teams, who believed that regulatory constraints were immovable. Now, this cultural barrier combined with the process inefficiencies made it difficult for the bank to improve its performance. Now, to address these challenges, the CEO introduced TOC concepts to staff by distributing the goal book and also conducting weekly workshops to help employees understand its relevance to banking sector. Now, the team mapped out the loan approval process as if it were a production line by identifying key bottlenecks. By following this process, they found that the underwriting and compliance reviews were the slowest steps in the process, causing significant delays. Now, by focusing on these constraints, the team was able to restructure the workflow, ensuring smoother operations and faster loan approvals. Now, the results here were transformative. Like loan processing times were reduced by uh, 50%, which is like from 14 days to 7 days. This dramatically improved the customer satisfaction as complaints related to delays dropped significantly. And like just beyond the numbers, the employees also adopted a new mindset, viewing regulatory challenges as opportunities to for improvement rather than any excuses. So, and also the bank's innovative approach even caught the attention of competitors and regulators, setting it apart as a leader in operational efficiency. Finally, let's look at the University of Pretoria Hospital, who's a major teaching hospital in South Africa. As a public healthcare institution, the hospital faced challenges in managing patient workflow efficiently, especially in its outpatient clinic. There were like long waiting times and resource underutilization, which created significant bottlenecks that strained the entire system. Also, financially, the hospital was operating with a 20% budget shortfall, making the need for improvement very crucial. Now, the outpatient clinic's biggest issues were like delays in triage and medical reviews, which caused severe congestion. Now, these delays not only increased patient waiting times, but also resulted in wasted resources and reduced the throughput. So the situation was unsustainable for like both the hospitals operations as well as its finances, making it clear that a new approach was needed to improve the efficiency as well as patient care. Now, to address these challenges, the hospital leadership applied TOC principles to optimize the whole patient workflow. So, this was done by forming cross functional teams to create action plans that aligned resources with patient arrivals. Now, this was done again by identifying and elevating the bottlenecks in triage and medical reviews. The hospital adjusted processes to ensure like the staff schedules matched the peak uh, patient demand. So it is like staff schedules will match the peak patient demand. This coordination helped streamline operations and improve overall efficiency. Again, the results here were exceptional. Patient throughput increased by 18%, allowing clinic to serve more patients efficiently, and waiting times were reduced by a great amount of 30%, significantly improving patient satisfaction. And also financially, the hospital achieved a turnaround from 20% budget shortfall to a profitability within a just 1 year period. So the staff also adopted a continuous improvement mindset, ensuring ongoing optimization of processes to meet future challenges. Now, this case proves that TOC can deliver powerful results even in a complex environment like healthcare. So to wrap it up, we explored how three very different organizations from different industries, such as General Motors, Security, Federal Bank, and the University of Pretoria Hospital, all these organizations how they utilize TOC principles to solve critical challenges. So these case studies demonstrate that the theory of constraints, also known as TOC, is a very versatile and powerful tool for transformation across industries. Thank you very much.